Hi everybody, it's Anne from Annalise Creates, Annalise Creations. I am going to be doing something different. I am doing a live Periscope on my iPhone. See my iPhone? And I'm going to have to hook it up first and then get that started and situated. I'll be right back. My phone is ringing. So I'm going to get started on this page right here. And I'm going to be using some matte medium and some different pieces of paper that I've received in Happy Mails and all kinds of stuff. So just enjoy my process, and I'll try to keep my eye open on any type of questions you might have, or comments or hearts or whatever. So if you're liking what you're seeing, please throw me a heart. Throw me a like, throw me a heart. Oh, I like hearts, thank you. Especially purple hearts, or bluish, purplish hearts, violet hearts. So I'm just working here using matte medium, just collaging down some different bits of, this is actually a napkin that was sent to me and some Happy Mail. I belong to several Facebook art groups and we do a lot of swaps. And so I do a lot of work just using those pieces in my mixed media. And like I said, I'm working out of what they call a junk journal. You just kind of gather things together, just all kinds of bits and pieces of even maybe junk mail, and put things together and make it into a journal. And it's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun working in this. It's actually a W magazine that I have a subscription to. And yeah, so I use this a lot. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a challenge to figure out how I'm going to use this magazine. And so yeah, it's been great. So I'm just keep collaging down just bits and pieces, and then you'll see where I'm going to go from there. Just be patient. I'm trying to work as fast as I can so I don't bore you to tears. So I'm just working as fast as I can, and hopefully the Periscope won't freeze on us or lose connection, because that happens. I've noticed that's happened a lot with Periscope, a lot, which is kind of not good. They need to fix that, because I also watch some Periscope stuff. I follow quite a few artists and just people in general, and I've noticed that there's just been a lot of freezing up of the scoping, which isn't good. They need to improve that. Maybe we all should write a letter to Periscope. Dear Periscope, fix your issues. Fix your issues. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly use my heat gun. This helps speed things up. It's a little noisy, so I excuse the noise. Whoops. Well, it would help if it was plugged in, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. So I'm just quickly using my heat gun. This helps to dry the matte medium quicker so that you guys don't have to wait for it to dry. It's like waiting for paint to dry. Be rather boring. So if you have any questions, throw them at me. I'm willing to answer any questions you might have. If you're my followers on YouTube, welcome. I don't recognize some of the usernames. Sometimes we change our usernames from our YouTube channels or our Facebook pages, and so I may not recognize your name. So, and say hello. I'm here to answer any questions or comments or whatever. Or you can just sit back with a cup of coffee or wherever you are in the world, wine, beer, whatever, and just enjoy watching the process. So I'm just quickly drawing this out a little bit. I know it's a little noisy, sorry. It's part of it here. But this gun, my heat gun, helps to dry it up, and as you can see, it's a very well-loved heat gun. It's very messy, it's full of paint. Yes, I'm a very messy artist. I mess follows me everywhere. I don't think I have any clothes anymore that don't have paint on them. So yeah, I have a lot of paint and stuff. So next, I'm going to be working with some inks. This is where I think I'm going with this. I'm going to add some inks here. So I'm using the Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay Teal ink. It's an India ink. And I'm going to also use the FW Acrylic Artist ink. And I might use this Liquitex ink, Yellow Orange Azo, it's called. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to first start with the inks. So this is a messy one because sometimes I get the ink all over my hands and then it takes several days for it to get off my hands. Although I found a secret. If you guys are here in the United States, there's a product called Murphy's Oil Soap, and it's great for floors. It's great for a lot of things, but so it cleans your brushes off really well if you soak them overnight in Murphy's Oil Soap. It helps get ink and paint off your hands and without drying them. It's an pretty much all natural soap. And so it's safe to use on your hands and on your floors, on your paintbrushes, on your stencils, on all kinds of things. Thank you. It's getting there. Felicity. Okay. Hey, Cindy. Welcome. How's it going? Are you feeling better today, I hope? And I just took a piece of paper off my thing. See, it wasn't quite dry, so I kind of took some paper off. But that's okay. It gives it kind of a weathered look. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to use some of this purple. It's a Daler Rowney FW Acrylic Artist Paint. I love it, but it doesn't always, mix very well. Hey, Gina. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell him to stop banging on you, okay? Tell him to stop. So I'm working just in my junk journal today. I'm just playing with inks today. And I'm just mixing the inks around with my brush. I'm going to be messy. But I'm using a paintbrush. Sometimes I use my fingers in the ink. And then it gets all over my hands. And we were just talking about Murphy's Oil Soap, Gina. How it's our friend in getting everything off, including our hands, all the paint and the ink off our hands. So I'm going to add, I think I'm going to leave. I was going to add the orange, but I like it the way it looks right now. So I'm going to quickly use my heat gun again, because we don't have time to wait around for this to dry. Would be really boring. Yes. You just leave it there, huh? Yeah, but you know what? We're kind of pressed for time. So yeah. Yes, I know. It gets dilutions off as well as acrylic inks off. It gets all kind, and it even gets paint off your clothes. If you're really worried about a shirt that you might have thought you ruined, soak it in Murphy's Oil Soap. It's become my best friend. I mean, I've used it for years for my floors and for my acrylic paints. Yep, that too. I soak it in my stencils. I soak my stencils in it. Not my stencils. Yeah, you got it. I tell you. Oh, boy. So I am inspired. Okay, sometimes I know where I'm going with my junk journal, and sometimes when I start, I don't know where I'm going. Sometimes I just kind of get things out as I'm going and work that way. But this time, I was inspired to do some stuff. I got this catalog that has the Fossil watches. I'm sure all of you have heard of the Fossil watches. And it's out of they send me a catalog. I have no idea why, because I've never bought a Fossil watch through them, and you know how your name gets put on catalog lists and things. but I use them. Yeah, I do too. Kind of spendy though. I'm cheap. I rather spend on my art supplies than on my clothing and my purses and stuff. But yeah, thank you for all the hearts, guys. So I have always had a fascination with clocks and watches and things. I don't know why. Maybe it's was taught to be on time. You know, it kind of irritates me when people say, oh, I'll be there at a certain time, and then they're not. So I, you know, love clocks and things, and I was very fortunate as a child to live in Switzerland. And in Geneva, that's the headquarters for Rolex watches. And in the downtown, you know how in Beverly Hills, if you've ever been to Beverly Hills, they have there's an area of Beverly Hills where they have all the fancy schmancy shops. Well, in Geneva, downtown Geneva, it's kind of like that, but it's all watches. All the different watchmakers have their main shops there. And yeah, it's called Dreamland. You kind of go watch and you ooh and you ah on the windowsills. And yeah, it's really, yeah, it's like, oh, I wish I could have that watch. I wish I could afford that. Oh yeah, it's only a $30,000 watch. Yeah, maybe when I win the lotto. You think? Okay, so of course, you know, when I get ready to film, and I thought I had everything out, I can't find my matte medium. Of course, doesn't that work all the time? I just had it too. Where the heck did I put it? It's probably hiding somewhere. It's hiding. Oh, hello, where'd you go? I had it here. I had it here. Where did it go? That's modeling paste. That's not what I need. Did it fall on the floor? No. Well, that's not good. Okay, so I'm just going to get out my big thing of gel medium. I'll use that instead. Ugh. I haven't used this in a while anyways, so it'll work. So I'm just I cut out all of these different watches. And so I'm just going to play with them and see where I might position them on the paper. So enjoy my process. And I do like this one because it says Rolex Genève. So this was actually, yeah, this is where their headquarters are, is Geneva. And it's a really beautiful city. They've got beautiful cobblestone streets in the old town of Geneva. There's all their fancy schmancy shops, and it's called, their fancy schmancy shops are located on the Rue de Mont Blanc in Geneva. Okay, so I'm just working here. I think I'm going to do this one. Well, I didn't want to do it upside down. This is probably going to go on the other page. I'm just doing a single page layout right now, but it's going to end up being a double spread. But my camera can't get the second page. So I'm just working with it, trying to figure out where I'm going to lay these down. That's the thing, figuring it all out. I didn't want to quite cover that one up, but I think I'm going to put that right here. So I'm just working with it, and I'm not too concerned about the wrinkles and stuff on this in this journal, because this is a junk journal, and yeah, the more used and the more kind of wrinkly textured look it gets, it just gives it a nice feel to it, is how I feel. Just gives it a nice feel. So I hope y'all are doing good today. How's everybody? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? At least it's cooled down a little bit here in California where I'm at. Yesterday was 100. I thought it was going to be like 90, but it ended up being 100. And the day before we hit 104. I'm like so ready for a little cooler weather. I mean, I like it when it's in the 80s. 90 and above, it's just like, it's just too bloody hot. Too dang hot. Hot as Hades. I'm waiting for the devil to go ice skating. Oh, in Spain, España. Hola. I've been to España. I love Spain. Spain was one of my favorite countries to visit. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people, the food, the wine is delicious. Yeah, but I was like 10 when I went to Spain with my parents. All of our vacations, my father loved wine, so all of our vacations were geared around wine. And so we ended up in Spain a lot, and the first time my parents allowed me to have sherry, I was 10 years old, and I guess I had a bit too much that I slept from, I can't remember what city we were in, but I slept for 3 straight hours to Madrid. Yeah, I was out cold. So I'm just quickly drying this off so that I don't bore you guys too much with my collage work. And then I usually go in and I might take a paint pen or so to this to kind of help have it pop out a little more on the page. I might add some more texture to it, which I probably will on this one, by using some stencils or mark making tools. And I'll show you my mark making tools in a minute. Yeah, my fancy schmancy mark making tools. Thank you for the hearts. What they are. I appreciate the hearts. Show me some love. Okay, so I am going to take, let's see. Sorry, my arm's in the way. My friend Gina, she gave me these cool, I don't even know where you got these, Gina. Are you still there? You still on, Gina? I don't know where she got these, but she cut them up. They're like these silicone kind of matte thingies. And I haven't used mine very much lately, but there you go, Walmart. Good job. Where were these located anyways? What are these is what I want to know. Are they like the things that you use to open up bottles? Pot holder. Okay, cool. I'll have to go look again and see if they have any more of different textures. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the Dina Wakley paints today. I love their colors, the color, the vibrancy of the colors. I also like the Dilutions paints. Those are really, really cool. But today I feel like Dina Wakley. I feel like Dina Wakley. Maybe some of her creativity will rub off on me, huh? Maybe. Just maybe. So I just got some paint on my work area, and I'm just dipping the silicone mat into it. It's a pot holder. So that's my handmade way of making marks. Yeah, you know, when you start mixed media, you will not look at art the same way. I mean, normal household objects the same anymore. You will look at them and go, how can I use this in my art? Welcome back, Cindy. Did I freeze or something? Yeah, so, you know, so I kind of, you know, use all kinds of different materials to make marks. Like here's a tape, you know, the thing left over from your tape dispenser. And I keep the roll, the leftover roll. So I'm going to dip this into some paint. I think I'm going to use, I like the lime green. Yeah, I'm going to use some of the lime green. I love this lime green. It's one of my favorite colors. Lime green, purple, and teal have become some of my favorite colors. And pink. I love pink. I love bright pastel-y colors. The brighter, the better. They make me happy. They just make me really, really happy. Like that song, Happy? Yeah, I like it. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, so I just dip it in the paint and I just make marks wherever I think it's gonna look good. I just make not hearts, circles. Man, I'm looking at the hearts you're sending me. Thank you so much. Oh, you too, huh, Felicity? Good. Yes, I do too. I love my bright colors. So fun, so fun, so fun. So is it hot in España? Hace muy caliente. Yo hablo un poco de español. Mi español no está tan bien. Mi mamá viene de Guatemala. But when I was little, I was stubborn. My mother would speak to me in Spanish and I would answer in English. And it would drive her crazy. I mean, thank you. Gracias. I would speak to her in English, so I understand Spanish very well, but to speak it's another story. And the funny story is my husband's half Japanese, and he went to school, and in college he minored in Spanish. But what's funny is he can speak it better than I can, but his comprehension's not very good. So when we go to En las Islas Canarias, el clima es que I missed that. I got the climate is hot, warm, Canary Islands. That's a beautiful area. Beautiful area. I've been there. Gorgeous. Warm. Hace muy caliente. Okay, so I'm going to add some more marks. I love to add marks, and the thing is a lot of times people ask me, when do you stop with the marks? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. Gina, when do you stop with the marks? Do you know? Do you have an answer to that question? When do you stop at the marks? Because I don't know. I keep making marks, and I don't know when to stop. Do you know when to stop, Gina? Are you still there, or did you get cut off? Or is she drinking coffee and listening? Okay, there you go. When the painting goes to your forever home. I like that, yes. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to use next. I got to find my stencils. I had to rearrange everything in order to make it look, you know, to make room on my work area, because man, it's getting full here with because I have my video camera going too for YouTube. I don't know how good it's going to work out because my camera angle isn't very good right now with my video camera, but hey, got to do some more. There you go. You're multitasking today, huh, Gina? Story of my life. I multitask all the time. So I found this sponge. I was cleaning out my bathroom the other day. I've been doing some spring cleaning and downsizing, Gina, for when we both move. Huh? And I found this sponge in my bathroom, and I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it because I'm going to use it. Let's see how I'm going to use it in a second here. So you can use all kinds of things to make marks. It's a lot of fun to make these marks. It makes it fun to figure out how you're going to do marks. So I've put out some black paint on my work area, and now I've just dipped it into the paint, and now I'm just going to use a stencil, and I'm just going to make marks. And I'm just playing again. Playing again. And I might have to go back over this black paint. I think I'm not liking the way that turned out, but it's okay. It works. And you know what? There's no such thing as mistakes in art, only lessons learned. That's my saying, and I used to teach art in the school here in where I live, and I used to teach my students there's no such thing as mistakes in art, only learning experiences, because they can be fixed. Most of the time it can be fixed. It's called gesso. Is it raining, Cindy, in your neck of the woods? Okay, she must have gotten booted off again. Ah, not yet. But your body's feeling it. True. Yeah. I get that way too, Cindy. Sorry. It's not fun when you suffer from chronic pain. Okay, so I'm going in with a little bit of that ink, the yellow-orange Azo ink, and I'm just kind of going tapping over it to add a little bit more color in the background. But I think I may take, yeah, I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to come back in with the with something else over this as well. So, ¿qué hora es en España? Felicity? If she's still here. Okay. So I'm just still working here. Finishing this up. Ah. So 1945, 45. Yeah, I forget what the 24-hour clock is again. Something like that. Ah. Good. Yeah, we Americans are weird. We tell our times differently. We have to be different than everybody else. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is, I guess. So, do you live by the water, Felicity? In the Canary Islands? That's my dream. Someday, maybe, someday, to live by the ocean. Just take 2 off the first number. Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Yes, Gina, you and I, we'll find our island. We'll find our island eventually. Maybe someday. Ah, 7:45. Okay, got it. Gotcha. Oh, you're so lucky. Tenías mucha suerte. I think that means luck. I can't remember. Okay, that's better. See, it was becoming a muddy mess, what I just did. See, it's called trial and error, but eventually you get what you want. So I'm just kind of playing. I do like the sponge. Works really well. Ah, voilà. Pièce de la résistance. You can't see the top? Is that better? Better? Worse? Down toward you. Oh, this way. This way? Can you see now? Oh, sorry. Other way. Down or up? Down towards me. I'm trying, girlfriend. I'm trying. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Voila. Is that better? Good. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Not everyone would. They would just keep watching. I'm just working away, working away, working away, creating some mud too, but oh well. Thank you. Gracias, Felicity. Do you do art, Felicity? Do you make art? Okay. Well, that's good. All you can do is try. Okay, so, so guys, I think I'm going to stop right here. And if you want to see the rest of this page, check out my YouTube channel. Just put in Ann Williamson or search it as Annalise66 and it should pop up. And I think I also have my YouTube channel on my description here in Periscope on my biography. So enjoy, guys. Thanks for watching. Love you too, Cindy. And see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everybody. Adios, Felicity. Me too. Adios. Hasta luego. See you, Gina. Adios.